search and rescue efforts underway after Ida made landfall as a ferocious Category 4 hurricane.
Here are the latest developments on the situation. Right now, authorities say that Ida blamed for at least one death, but that number is expected to rise. Crews in Louisiana are working to restore widespread power outages that may last weeks in some of the hardest hit areas. President Biden has approved a major disaster declaration to try to expedite help in that state. And tonight, Louisiana's governor asking evacuees to stay away until crews can clear debris and other hazards.
CBS 46's Sierra Cummings spoke to evacuees who came here to Atlanta to get away from the storm. She's live tonight explaining why the teacher says she's anxious to get home.
Yeah, really overwhelmed and scared. Some evacuees here don't even know if they have a home that they can return to. Families are watching this video come out of Louisiana and they're preparing for the worst.
I know we can come back from this, but it's just, we don't know what's going to happen right now.
Iron Gomez and her family evacuated from New Orleans to Atlanta Saturday night, escaping Ida's path of destruction. Now today, they have no idea what remains of their home, if anything at all.
We got a text saying that if you evacuated, you should not come back right now.
NOLA Ready, also known as the city's emergency alert system, sent messages like this all day to residents, except many aren't even able to receive them if they're still in town. Cell phone towers are down. In fact, the entire city power grid is not back online yet. Georgia Power crews and Atlanta Red Cross teams were deployed to help.
You know, Hurricane Ida had the potential to cause massive damage. And that's exactly what we saw.
As the now tropical storm churns over Mississippi and bringing heavy rain to Georgia, officials say rescue and cleanup efforts are only just beginning. The middle school teacher still hasn't been able to contact loved ones, from school coworkers to more relatives, some who did not have the means to leave Louisiana.
The only thing I just keep thinking about is my students and my friends, and if they're okay and if we're gonna be okay.
And we just learned tonight, efforts now include drones so that they can spot damage from above and not interfere the work that's going on the ground. Gomez says she's praying to hear from loved ones soon. So far, though, no timeline yet on when they can return home and other evacuees like her. Live in Atlanta, I'm Sierra Cummings, CBS 46 News.
Sierra, thank you.